Hello everyone, welcome to my Coronation Street official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Fizz Stape encountered Alina Pop recently, her world was turned upside down on Coronation Street. Tyrone dumped Fizz when Alina was last in Weatherfield so he could be with her. She seemed to be expecting Ty's baby before the character returned to Romania. Alina reportedly gave birth to Tyrone's son and named him Doran in an episode of the ITV soap that ran few days ago. Alina was called to testify at a human trafficking trial, hence she had returned from Romania to Manchester. Of course, given the small planet we live on, Alina had not long before encountered Fizz and Tyrone, and finally came clean about young Doran. We have also witnessed Fizz struggle with her feelings as Tyrone comes to grips with his son. She is attempting to help Ty, but she is also coping with her fear over the woman who broke off her relationship walking back on the cobbles. If it has happened once, it may happen once more, right? She has a scenario when Cassie says, "Oh, Tyrone loves you." Fizz says the words, "I know he does, and I know he wouldn't do it to me once again." Still, she most likely has something in her that says, "Could he? Would he?" Jenny Calpine asked us, talking about Fizz's anxiety about Alina's comeback. It is bringing back all the feelings of inadequacy and betrayal she had when the affair happened. When Alina was not in the picture, she had managed to move on and believe Tyrone would be loyal, but you cannot blame her for worrying now. There is a child bringing Alina and Tyrone possibly closer. She then added, "The worst thing for her is that it has brought all those feelings she believed to have buried back again." Fizz's relationship with Tyrone was back on track. Everything was normal. Yes, there was turmoil, but hope was possibly kicking off at any time, and she was embracing it. Normal family life. After Fizz working away, they are finally all united under one roof as a family. Then all of a sudden this is thrown into the mix. Nobody wants to be constantly reminded of a partner's infidelity. Fizz might have gone home and pushed herself to forget about the whole incident after running across Alina at Fresho's car park. Tyrone would not know. Those complex emotions would not return. Everything could go on as usual. Although this was a possibility, Jenny told us her character realized burying her head in the sand and never telling Tyrone about Alina only would have caused more problems further down the road. Fizz did the right thing by telling Tyrone, but she feels as though her life has been completely inverted once it is discovered the baby is his. This translates for them as a family as well. It changes everything. Alina is back in their lives permanently since Tyrone will want to be involved with a child. For over 5 minutes, Cassie Plummer chose to stop serving Ken Barlow on Coronation Street. Shortly after Ken fell, his family started looking for a carer to assist him until he could walk once more. Cassie piped up and said she could do it for half the cost of a regular carer when she overheard the Barlows talking. Cassie had unexpectedly connected with Ken and Steve following a challenging start, but Steve and Cassie's incessant fighting caused the dynamic at number 1 to start to become heated and challenging in recent episodes. The ITV soap Tonight saw Steve and Cassie fighting like an elderly married couple. Steve grabbed when he saw Cassie drinking from his preferred cup, and poor Ken was left caught in the middle. Tracy Barlow, Cassie saw Steve in the pub that afternoon and said she was quitting as Ken's caregiver as the continuous back and forth was aggravating her too. But Cassie found something surprising when she went back to number 1. Her eyes shining, Cassie slipped her apron on and started cleaning the house. Cassie said she decided she would not be traveling anywhere and she did not want to let Ken down. While being Ken's caregiver doesn't seem like a bad option anymore, what strategy will Cassie create to collect his money? Given his resentment of her choice to put Bernie up for adoption, we know Kit is somewhat reluctant to establish a relationship with Bernie. Kit has decided to keep out of the path of his biological mother, but the circumstances are rather different for Paul and Gemma. Kit chose to alleviate his guilt by hanging out with Paul tonight after lying to Billy so he would avoid having to go to a family meal earlier in the week. Paul was asking Kit why he was still finding it difficult to spend time with Bernie and chatting with him using his eye gaze gadget shortly before Kit admitted that occasionally he is not a pleasant person and lacks the emotional means to show his mother something positive. And claimed Paul's voice machine was a good application of emotional manipulation as he felt uncomfortable with how vulnerable he had become. Paul's fighting to breathe suddenly changed the circumstances. Kit phoned Bernie and the emergency services right away since she started to fear. Bernie arrived calm and knew just what to do. She snatched the oxygen machine from the cupboard and set it on Paul. This was sufficient eventually to control his respiration, so the ambulance was not required. Startled by Bernie's method and how he descended into a panic, Kit struggled to process what he was experiencing. Later he was at the Winter/Brown house. Bernie, overwhelmed and in tears, originally assumed Kit had come to talk to Gemma. Bernie was shocked to learn Kit was there to visit her. She opened about Paul's death and then questioned why Kit had come. Not sure, Kit told his mother. Of course, lack of communication between the two meant Kit cannot tell Bernie he wanted to be there to support her, and vice versa, but it was still a major step. That afternoon Kit and Bernie were seen in the pub. When they asked each other about work, they merely answered with yes, fine, but it was sufficient. Billy grinned that evening when he told Paul Bernie and Kit were in the pub together. Paul's perfect world will see Kit developing a close friendship with Bernie before his death. Though the moments tonight looked little, for Paul, Kit, and Bernie they were enormous. They give hope. The actress portraying Katie Harris on ITV Serial posted a series of pictures of her most recent work. She tagged the post with behind the scenes of that girl. She then said, "It's quite strong. Regarding its releasing date, I will keep you informed." Lucy Jo just left Hollyoaks, with Donna Marie Quinn leaving after a protracted run as a main character combined with multiple recurrent visits following her 2018 debut. Talking about whether or not we will see her back, she advised Metro.co.uk, "Never say never." Lucy Jo had a guest part in Casualty and played in ITV's Sunday night soapy drama Wild at Heart for 6 episodes. If we say so ourselves, her regular role as Rhiannon Davis in Doctors spans 2 months in 2016, a real continuous drama queen. Following financial cuts across the whole company in October last year, it was revealed that the daytime medical series would close after 24 years on television. We revealed in February that on the last day of filming, a director had asked viewers to avoid their Selly Oak, Birmingham, production facility, saying the show had pushed her out of her comfort zone. Lucy Jo recently paid a belated homage to the show on Instagram. Shared to her 203,000 followers, the post, which compiled snippets from her stint, had a caption, "I realize I'm a little late in publishing this, but from the bottom of my heart, I am really sorry to learn that this amazing soap will be gone this year after 24 years. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please click like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.